Everybody always asks me the same question. It's how long does it actually take to sell a house in Louisville, Kentucky? Well, it really depends. So in today's video, I'm breaking down what it actually depends on and how we can actually shorten that time frame. So if you're new here, my name is Spencer Lowe. I'm with United Real Estate Louisville. Make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss any of my market updates, buyer and seller tip videos, or any of the other real estate content that I post on this channel. Also, down in the description, I've got my 7 musts before you list a house in 2026. You're gonna make sure you go and grab that. It's completely free to download and I've linked it down below. Also, if you're thinking about selling a house or buying a house, I'm gonna link to schedule a free consult with me. It's a 30-minute Zoom call. Just click the button down below and then make sure you have a laptop. That way I can share my screen and we can go through some stuff. I've also got my cell phone number, so if it's easier to reach out by cell phone, give me a call, shoot me a text. It's down below as well. With all that being said, let's jump into the video. Now, most sellers think that when they list their house, they're under contract in a couple weeks, and then maybe 30 to 45 days later, that's when we close. Well, in reality, we first got to start with what we're going to do to the house before we list it in terms of the prep work. Are we staging it? Are we focusing on our curb appeal? Do we need to make some repairs? Do we need to update some things? Do we need to focus on neutralizing some stuff, because we've got a hot pink bedroom in the back, and most buyers are probably not going to want to come in and buy a house with a hot pink bedroom, because most buyers are going to see that as a project that needs to be done once they move in. So we really need to go ahead and take a look at the house and decide what prep work items we need to do before we get put it on the market and do pictures. So make sure that we have it cleaned, staged, focus on our curb appeal. We've got a dozen different videos on how to prep your house, but all that stuff takes time. So make sure that before you prep your house, talk to an agent. Before you spend any money on your house, talk to an agent. That way we can kind of go over a strategy in terms of what we should do to the house to kind of put our best foot forward when you go to sell, what matters, what really doesn't. Because I've seen, I've gone to multiple different listing appointments. I've walked in and I've heard from the person, the sellers, they tell me, we just spent $15,000 on this. And I'm like, well, that's not going to get you any money back. It's not going to up your sales price by anything. It makes the house more sellable, but it doesn't impact the value. So we need to make sure that if we are spending money, we're spending in places that we're actually going to see a return on it, or it's going to make the house sell faster. So if you want to do a free consult, give me a call or shoot me a text or schedule down below. But we want to make sure that when we're prepping our house, we do it right and putting our best foot forward in terms of staging, curb appeal, the prep work, the repairs, maybe some updates or refinishes. We're not going to fully renovate the house, but all that stuff still takes a little bit of time. Even if it takes a week or two to get the house around to get pictures done, that's still an extra week or two that we need to take into account when it comes to us selling the house. So make sure that sit down with an agent, discuss the selling process, and also discuss the game plan in terms of what we need to do to the house to get it sold for the most amount of money possible. So when we're doing that, we want to make sure that we go through and look at everything and get it prepped right. But the prep work does take time, so we want to make sure that we kind of have that noted, that it's going to take about a week, maybe 2 weeks. Sometimes it might take 60, 90 days before we're actually fully ready to list the house, because it needs some repairs. Back bedroom needs painted, carpet needs replaced in this room, whatever it is. We just want to make sure that we're being upfront with the fact that all that prep work that we do before we list it is included in the time that it takes to sell, because it is time out of our day that we're putting into selling our house. Now, once we have the house ready to go on market, then we've still got a little bit more time, because once it's fully ready, then we get with our agent again, we discuss getting the contract signed and all this stuff, all the paperwork that we need to do before we put it on the market. But then we also need to do our professional photos and videos. Now, that doesn't sound like it's going to take a lot of time, but let's be really honest. If somebody calls me on a Monday and says, hey, I'm ready to list, by the time I order photos, it's probably going to be Wednesday or Thursday before we get photos done, and then I'm not going to get those back until probably the following week, early in the week. So that's going to be about a week out for our pictures and our videos on that house. So just make sure that we know that could take a little bit of time. The other thing is sometimes in the spring market, when things get busy, sometimes the photographers are backed out a little bit. So they're not able to come out in the next couple of days. They might be a week or two backed out. So it's really important to realize that, that time also takes a little bit of time in the selling process. So once we have the house fully ready, then we've got another week, maybe 2 weeks before we get our photos and videos back to actually put the house on the market. But we don't want to go ahead and list without professional photos and videos, because the first 7 to 10 days will be the most online exposure. And with that, we want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward. We have professional photos and videos, and we're showing the house off in the best light possible, giving us the best chance to get a buyer to come into the house and actually put in an offer. So we really want to make sure that we get the photos and videos back, but we also want to make sure that we allow that in our time frame. It could take a week, maybe 2 weeks on the long end. On the shorter end, probably about a week, but it's still just more time that we need to kind of add into our time frames when we go to look at selling. Now, after we actually get the house ready and we've got our photos and videos and all the stuff back and we're actually ready to put it on the market, Once we put it on the market, it really depends month by month of what our median days on market is. I always put up a new market update each month. In December of 2025, we were sitting at 19 days was our median days on market. And all that means is for most houses, from the time they list to the time they actually accept the contract, it takes about 19 days. Now, obviously, if we price it right and we really promote it, we could honestly probably shorten that a little bit if it's priced correctly, or slightly under that, might be a little bit less. But if we overprice it, we don't do the prep work, and we don't promote it well, let's be really honest, it's probably going to take a lot longer than that 19 days. So the 19 days is something that we like to look at. Our median days on market is something I like to look at because it tells us, for most houses, if they do everything right, just for most houses in the marketplace right now, they're probably going to accept the contract in that first 19 days. Now, there are some that take longer to sell, and if we get to that 19-day marker, we're pushing past the median days on market, that's when we start looking at it and saying, all right, we've probably overpriced it. We need to take a look at all of our feedback, say, all right, what are people saying, we don't like about the house? If it's, a back bedroom needs painted, let's go ahead and take it off the market for a couple days, paint the back bedroom, and then put it back on the market and see what happens. Because hopefully at that point, maybe call the photographer back, get a couple pictures of that back bedroom with the new paint on it, and hopefully we'll get an offer accepted. But, it's really important that we're taking a look at the feedback. We're looking at, our prep work that we did to the house, looking at the price, and then also looking at the promotion that we've done on the house, making sure that all of it's working so that way in that, median days on market, we're getting an offer accepted. If it goes past that, that's when we start to reevaluate and go, all right, let's go back to the drawing board because something's not working if most houses are accepting an offer in 19 days and we're not one of those most houses that have accepted an offer in 19 days. We're doing something wrong. It's overpriced. We didn't do the prep work right, or we're not promoting it well. One of the three is true, and so we need to make sure that we address it and we, kind of go ahead and make that adjustment before it sets on the market for 60 and 90, 120 days. And we start looking at it and, buyers are going, well, what's wrong with it? Why hasn't it sold? What's going on with that property? So we just want to make sure that we're looking at it from an unbiased stance. And the best way to do that is look at our median days on market. If we've pushed past that on our days on market, we should probably go back to the drawing board and discuss price, prep work, doing something else with the house based on our feedback. Or we also want to look at how we're promoting the house. Maybe there's a different angle that we could spin that, just makes it a little bit more appealing to buyers. Whatever it is, we just want to make sure that we address it if we do push past that, median days on market. Now, after it goes on the market and we get an offer accepted, after that, we're not fully done just yet. So after we get the offer accepted, it really depends on that offer specifically. Maybe we get cash and they want to close in 2 weeks. Maybe it's, mortgage and it's going to take 45 days to 60 days to close. Most mortgages take about 30 to 45 days. Other mortgages might take a little bit longer because they might have different requirements. So it really just depends. But, we're going to look at what the contract says in terms of our timeframes to close. They're also going to have an inspection period. We might negotiate out our repairs with them, and different things like that happen throughout that process. But typically, once we accept that contract, it's anywhere from about 30 to 60 days on average. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a cash buyer that comes in and they're like, hey, we want to close in 2 weeks. And just because they're cash buyers doesn't mean they're going to want to close in 2 weeks. Sometimes the cash buyer might come in and say, hey, I want to buy it. I'll pay you cash, but I want to wait 30 days because I'm waiting on my last house to sell and close. That's where the cash is coming from. Or whatever reason they need 30 days, 45 days to close with the cash. So just because it's cash doesn't mean that they're going to close in 2 weeks, but it gives them the ability to shorten that closing time frame. So that's the only real importance there. But with that being said, just because we're under contract, we still got that 30 to 45 days, maybe 60 days. Just look at your contract and see what it says. That should be kind of a key indicator of when we're going to be closing. And then once that happens, we're just waiting to close. We do the repairs, we get moved out, make sure that the house is in good shape. We want to make sure that we get it cleaned out one more time for them. Just, sweep the floors, get the dust out, just that way they're not moving into a dirty house. Makes the process a lot smoother. And let's be honest, it's the best thing for the buyers. And it also doesn't hurt the sellers at all just to have somebody come in and clean it. Maybe it's $100, $150 typically to have, a cleaner come in and do a, move out clean. It's not a big deal. So it might be better just to go ahead and have somebody clean it if we don't want to do it ourselves. But just make sure that, we're making sure that everything's moved out. No damage has been done moving this stuff out. So if we put a chair leg through the wall as we're moving it downstairs or whatever, we want to make sure that we get that stuff fixed before the buyers come in and do their final walkthrough. But besides that, it's typically once we go under contract, we're looking 30 to 45 days, depending on what it says on the contract. And then we're at closing and closing. So, first step, get the prep work done. That's typically the longest part, especially if there's a lot to do. Cleaning out the house, staging the house, pulling out extra furniture, focusing on our curb appeal, maybe painting a room or two, different things like that. All that stuff takes a long time. And then once we get it actually ready for market, waiting on our photos and videos to come back a week or two, and then we put it on the market. Median days on market in December 2025 was sitting at 19 days. So, hopefully we get an offer accepted in that 19 days. If we don't, we go back to the drawing board and we look at the things that we might not have done right, might have not prepped it right. We might be getting feedback on something that, you know, we need to fix. We might be priced too high, or we might just be promoting it poorly. If we're using cell phone photos to promote the house, chances are it's not necessarily that it's the house, it's probably those cell phone photos. So we want to make sure that we're doing professional photos and videos before we start promoting the house. And then the last piece of that is we want to make sure that, you know, once we do all that stuff right, hopefully we'll get an accepted offer. When we accept the offer, then we're looking anywhere from, you know, 2 weeks if we're lucky, maybe probably more like 30 to 45 days, possibly 60 days. It really just depends on that contract. So it could, you know, most people think that it's, you know, a 30-day process. And while once we get a contract accepted, it could be, it typically takes a little bit longer when you add in the prep work, the actual preparations for the listing, photos and videos. Then we actually put it on the market, and we've got our median days on market is what we're watching. And then once we get an offer accepted, then it takes another 30 to 45 days after that. So it's not typically 30 days to actually sell a house. It's typically closer to 2, maybe 3 months. It all just depends on how much prep work the house needs, and then also how aggressive we are in pricing it and our prep work and actually getting it ready for the market. The longest houses that take to sell are the ones that push price or rush the listing process, and they just want to get it on the market. So they list it with cell phone photos. They haven't done any prep work, and the house looks a mess because it's got so much stuff in it, and it just looks crowded, so nobody can really see the house. They just see, you know, mountains of stuff. So clean out the house a little bit, and you're going to have better results. With all that being said, if you are curious about, you know, wanting to sell a house, what your house is worth, prep work, planning, or whatever else, give me a call, shoot me a text, or schedule an appointment down below. Once again, my name is Spencer Lowe. I'm with United Real Estate Louisville, and I'll see you in the next one.